GM may go bankrupt. Yes, the electric car industry is abuzz with shocking news that could spell doom for General Motors, and at the heart of the storm is GM CEO Mary Barra. Her relentless drive to propel GM into electric cars is now being labeled a colossal blunder, one that may be impossible to rectify. GM, the heavyweight champion of the U.S. car industry, is making headlines for a jaw-dropping reason. They've been willing to sell electric vehicles at a heart-stopping loss. Yes, you heard it right. While crafting these cutting-edge electric marvels that have hardly found any takers, their beloved conventional gasoline-powered vehicles are left feeling ignored. In this video, we're about to unveil the shocking details of this high-stakes drama and explore why it's a game-changer. Brace yourselves, because the future of the iconic American automaker teeters on the brink of disaster, and we've got the exclusive inside scoop on what it all means. Once the dominant player in the American auto market, the company has found itself struggling in recent years. To adapt to the changing tides of the industry, GM has been pushing aggressively into the electric vehicle EV sector, a market segment that is gaining immense momentum globally. However, this transition has not been without its complications. Mary Barra, the CEO of GM, recently revealed a surprising truth. The company is not yet turning a profit on its electric vehicles. In a candid admission, she explained that the cost of batteries, a fundamental component of EVs, has not reached a point where GM can make a profit on EVs priced between $30,000 and $40,000. These price points constitute the heart of the new car market, where the majority of consumers make their purchases. While Barra expressed hope that battery costs would decrease in the coming years, she also acknowledged that the cost parity between EVs and traditional internal combustion engine (ICE) vehicles may not be achieved until later in the decade or even beyond. This admission is a crucial insight into GM's predicament. The push towards EVs, while inevitable, is filled with financial challenges. The company's chief financial officer, Paul Jacobson, openly admitted that GM is grappling with substantial challenges in scaling up the production of its EV equipped with Ultium technology, which is their in-house battery technology intended to power their entire EV lineup. These issues have not only limited the availability of GM's current EV models, but also raised doubts about the timely launch of their future EV models. The heart of the problem lies in the battery module. Battery module issues were first mentioned by GM CEO Mary Barra during the second quarter earnings call. These issues have had far-reaching consequences, affecting GM's EV lineup, which includes promising models such as the Cadillac Lyriq and the GMC Hummer EV. The Ultium battery production has been slow and unreliable, resulting in the unavailability of batteries to meet the demand for GM's EVs. Consequently, GM's ambitious plan to introduce 30 new EV models by 2025 is now at risk. In addition to that, GM has faced quality control issues in its rush to dominate the EV market. Several recalls, such as the one involving Chevrolet Silverado trucks due to brake fluid leaks, have tainted GM's reputation and incurred significant financial costs. Ensuring quality is essential, especially in the competitive EV market. GM's ambition is to sell 1 million EVs annually by 2025, a lofty goal, but one that's come at a considerable cost. As of 2023, GM has sold just around 44,000 EVs, and it's doing so at a loss. The revenue from their conventional gas-powered vehicles has, for now, become a financial cushion to absorb these EV losses. However, it's important to note that electric vehicles, even when profitable, may not be as lucrative as their gasoline counterparts. One of the most significant blows to GM's EV strategy has been the inability to deliver their EVs to the market as effectively as competitors like Tesla and Ford. In contrast, Tesla has successfully established itself as the leader in the US EV market, with its Model Y and Model 3 becoming the top 2 best-selling plug-in electric cars in 2021. Ford's Mustang Mach-E has also performed well, ranking third among plug-in electric cars in 2021. However, GM's Chevrolet Bolt, one of its key EV models, sold only 38,100 units in the US in 2021, which pales in comparison to Tesla's Model 3. In an attempt to address these challenges, GM is banking on the development of new Ultium batteries, which are expected to be significantly cheaper than their current offerings. However, there remains uncertainty about when these batteries will become commercially available, and Mary Barra concedes that electric cars may not become as affordable as their gasoline counterparts until later in the decade. The scenario is even more concerning in countries like Canada, where EVs are struggling to gain traction. A recent survey by J.D. Power shows that Canadians are far less enthusiastic about buying electric cars compared to their American counterparts. This hesitancy is driven by several factors, including the higher cost of electric cars, the scarcity of charging stations, and concerns about the reliability of the power grid. Additionally, cold weather poses a unique challenge for EV adoption in Canada. Lithium-ion batteries, commonly used in EVs, tend to be less efficient in cold temperatures. Chemical reactions in the battery are slower, leading to reduced battery capacity and range. Regenerative braking, a feature that converts kinetic energy back into electrical energy, is less effective in the cold. Also, heating the cabin in cold weather drains the battery, further reducing range. These limitations deter potential EV buyers in regions with harsh winters. And as if that is not enough, the United Auto Workers UAW union, representing nearly 150,000 workers, has clashed with GM. The union's members have walked off their jobs, demanding a 40% pay raise, a shorter workweek, and the elimination of a multi-tiered wage system. This strike is fueled by the stark contrast between executive compensation and that of assembly line workers. Mary Barra, the CEO of GM, saw her compensation rise by 34% over 4 years, reaching almost $30 million in 2022. She said 92% of her salary is based on the company's performance and that the company offers profit sharing to its employees. So her logic went, the better the company performs, the more money everyone makes. When the company does well, everyone does well, Barra said. The gap between executive and worker compensation raises significant concerns, especially when the majority of Americans support fair wages for workers. GM's response to the strike, offering a 20% wage increase, seems inadequate in the face of executive pay increases. The company's assertion that they need to make up for losses from the 2019 strike, which cost them billions, has been met with skepticism. The real victims in this struggle are the middle-class workers who are the backbone of these companies. As GM and other automakers rake in profits, the wealth is not trickling down to the workers. A fair distribution of the gains seems not only equitable but also essential to maintain a healthy, motivated workforce. In light of these challenges, GM is at a crossroads. Its global sales have declined, and its market share in the US has dropped, primarily due to the sluggish adoption of its EVs. The risk of bankruptcy looms large if GM fails to address these critical issues. The company must devise a comprehensive strategy to increase sales, especially in the US and Canada, and ensure that its EVs are competitive in terms of cost, range, and performance. General Motors is at a pivotal moment in its history. Its pursuit of EV dominance is facing serious headwinds, and the risk of bankruptcy is a genuine concern. GM must overcome its battery module issues, improve the appeal of its EVs to consumers, and navigate the unique challenges posed by cold climates if it hopes to thrive in the ever-evolving automotive landscape. The future of GM hinges on its ability to adapt and excel in the electric vehicle market.